Hey team, hope you're having a great Thursday. This is the Shift Show where we shift one thing, one belief, one small habit. And today I want to ask you, are you afraid of failing? I didn't used to think I was afraid of failure. And then I've really done some self examination in the last year or so. And I realized something. A lot of what I haven't been doing has been I was afraid to fail at it. I wasn't going to be good enough at it. I wasn't going to have the same level of knowledge as my peers. I wasn't an expert in all these things. And I finally decided, you know what? So what if I make a mistake? If I make a mistake, I'll fix it. Not the end of the world. So I've decided that failure, you hear all that fail faster thing. Failure is a learning opportunity. So it's like doing research. Someone recently told me you should tell your daughter dating is like doing research. You're figuring out who people are and what they're like and who you might want to be with. Well, working and making mistakes is doing research. And so yesterday I hosted a workshop. It has not been an easy task to get to the point of actually having the workshop. The plan was to have it in May, and my father-in-law died in April, and so there were other things going on that we had to deal with, and so the workshop did not get off the ground until recently. But I want to talk really quickly about the things that we learned from this workshop. Sorry, I'm like learning opportunities from the workshop. One is don't book a vacation in the last weekend before you host the workshop. I came back late Monday night, and on Tuesday I had way too much left to do. I had done a lot of it was in place. What really happened was things went wrong, and so that took time away from other things I had planned to do that day. The second thing is don't book anything the day before your workshop, because things are going to go wrong and people are going to have questions and there's going to be last minute stuff, and squeezing that in between meetings doesn't work. So that's the second lesson I learned. Have a system for everything, and we are building that system now because this is the first time we've ever done a workshop. By the way, I mean me and my amazing online business manager, CJ. There was a lot of back end and admin to build in Kajabi. We forgot to use tags. Used them in ConvertKit, forgot to use them in Kajabi. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but it kind of made for some mass confusion. That's some of what was going on Tuesday with this lack of tags. From a marketing standpoint, I want to talk about some of the wins. The wins where I had 15 people sign up. And it's interesting because the day before one of those meetings, and maybe this is why I had the meeting, the gal said that she was most often getting around 15 people for signups for things, down from about 30. So fewer people are signing up for things. I think we're marketing and working harder for each potential client. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think there's a lot of noise in the market and people need some help understanding why you're offering what you're offering. And that's okay. So there was a lot of marketing. I think one of the biggest shifts I made in this workshop was instead of focusing 80% of my time on the content and 20% on marketing, I flipped it and spent 80% of my time on marketing and 20% of my time on content. If you say, oh, that means you didn't do a superior product, that's actually not true. I have taught email marketing before, so I knew what I was teaching about. My mistake around it was I didn't narrowly define my audience. I just said email marketing, got email overwhelmed. I should have said got Gmail overwhelmed and only focused in on Gmail. I do have expertise in Outlook, and it was my hope that I'd be able to teach both, but you can't teach two things well in one session. So for the Outlook people, one of the things I'm doing today is making videos for them, showing them how to do the Outlook process. It's likely that I will run an Outlook email decluttering management session maybe later this summer. I haven't figured out exactly when. And then I had some people who are Apple Mail, and I know nothing about Apple Mail. Like I could fit on the head of a pin what I know about Apple Mail. So at 4:30 this morning when I woke up, that was not the plan, but I was doing research on Apple Mail because I want to make sure that I can give the people who attended and were Apple Mail people information about Apple Mail. It would be secondhand information because I don't have firsthand information, but it's my intention to copy and paste information from Apple about how to do the emails, and then they have it all in one place. You could say, oh, well, they could go and search and everything else, but why should they have to? So we're going to create like a mini guide to give to our Apple Mail people. And I have probably watched 6 videos this morning of various people on YouTube talking about Apple Mail. And I'm curating the 3 best and sending those out to them too. I need to have more referral partners. I actually did get signups through referral partners, and I really didn't have as many as I would have liked for this. Videos. I really need to be doing a lot more video. I know right now, Lou Bertone and Nika Stewart, 2 people in my world who are big on video, are saying, we told you. Yes, you're right. I needed to do a lot more video for this. People really needed to understand what it was about, etc. And I think the last thing is I got a fair amount of drop off on my e-newsletter because I was sending marketing emails out. So I need to have that opt-in box, opt-out box at the top that says, if you don't want more information about just these sales emails, let us know. And I need to set that up on the back end in Kajabi. So those were the learning opportunities. And what I'm offering you today is to shift how you think about failure. I don't want to just say like fail faster because I don't think that's quite enough. Look at these as learning opportunities. Do a debrief after you do an event or anything that you do. Do a debrief after. Look at it. What worked? What didn't work? What could you do better next time? How will you build it? My next workshop is in 5.5 weeks. So I'm going to be using all that information that I wrote down at 4:30 this morning to make sure that the next workshop is even better. And it's on time management, so I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about teaching a specific system. I'll be teaching my time management system, and I don't have to worry about the rest. But I wanted just to be really upfront with you because I think it's important that we see that there are struggles and challenges. It all looks bright and rosy, but sometimes there are things that are really difficult on the back end. And I'm not complaining about them because I don't believe in that. What I'm doing is looking at them and saying, what could I do better next time? So I hope you'll take a chance to debrief on something, see what were the learning opportunities in it. And with that, I'm headed off to my next meeting. Have a great day.